Hello, my friends. Welcome back. My name is Alicia and I am a singer in the Washington, D.C. area. I just posted a cover of me singing this song called Winter Snow because it is so beautiful outside. It's snowing. So in this video, I'm going to break down some of the things that I had to do to get my voice ready to sing because I haven't sung in like a week, which to some of you out there might be like, okay, like I go weeks without singing too. When it's your job and you do it literally all the time and then you take a week off, it's like, okay, have to figure out how to make that work again. So that's what I'm going to be talking through in this video. If you missed the cover, you can click somewhere to go watch it. I promise it'll be somewhere. And yeah, let's get right into it. So if there was just one tip I could give any singer who's trying to get their voice to like work when it feels like it doesn't work, it would be semi-occluded vocal tract exercises. Those things are lifesavers, you guys. I do them almost every day of my life anyway, but especially when I need my voice to work, like when it's not feeling right or if something just feels off, those are the go-to. Those are always the fundamentals that seem to fix everything in the whole entire world. So semi-occluded vocal tract exercises, I mentioned them in a video, I think on like warming up. So I'll link that so you can watch that if you care. But basically you just need to get back pressure into the vocal folds so it kind of like massages out the kinks. You want them to come completely together and completely apart. Like that's how they vibrate. All I know is that it feels like a miracle happens to my voice every time I do them. So some examples of what you can do if you literally just have your voice. You can do lip trills. Sometimes those are hard for people to do if you get like your lips are just too tense, I guess. So just relax it. Once you can get the motion going, then you just have to add the voice to it. Those are my favorite SOVTs to do if I don't have a straw with me, which I'll get to in a second. But another example, you can do a raspberry, stick out your tongue. Those are also effective. If you hold a lot of tongue tension, then the raspberry will be better for you. You can also just hum. Except a lot of your air is escaping, so I don't like those as much, but that is an option. If you are gonna hum, I would recommend humming and chewing. I do this because I've been teaching with a mask and my students can't see my mouth chewing, so that's my representation. The more you can move your mouth, the better it is. It releases the larynx, so it's not locked. Anyway, I'm being very long-winded with these SOVTs. Now, the one that I personally love to do, let me go get it real quick, hang on. Okay, so this little contraption here, oh, that looks backwards to you. I'm recording on my iPhone with the FaceTime camera facing me, but this is the singing straw, which I plan to do a whole video on because y'all, this thing has completely changed the way that I sing and sound and feel on a daily basis. These things really, 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 really work. And when I first saw them, like I was getting so many ads for this thing and I was seeing influencers sing with them and I'm just like, you will not catch me spending, I don't know if it was like $40 or $60 for a straw. Like how ridiculous does that sound? I was like, I can just go through a drive-through and get a free straw and I will use that to warm up. Like if straws really make that much difference. But then they were having like a Black Friday sale. And so I was like, you know what? Fine, I'll try it out. And let me tell you, it changed my life. So anyway, basically, so I got the pro version. There's 3 different diameters. Most of the time, like today, I start with the biggest one. It is so much smaller than a normal straw. It might be the size of like a coffee stirrer straw. Maybe this one's bigger, but definitely the smallest one is that size. But yeah, because it's so small, it allows more air to go back to the folds and it warms me up so much faster than like anything else. So this was the #1 thing that helped me get warmed up today after not singing for a week. So after the actual vocal mechanism was working, I was like, okay, what is my sound like? And what do I want it to be like for this specific song, meaning I didn't warm up my voice in entirety the way I normally would on any given day, because I didn't need to use like my upper register or my opera like round sound or huge vibrato. I didn't need to open up my full voice. What I did need, what I thought I wanted it to sound like, was to have a brighter quality to the sound. And as I was doing these warm-ups, I was thinking like, is this, like, what do I need to do to make this sound the best I can for today? You're not gonna sound your best every single day that you sing, and that's okay. And so what I did was made adjustments on the fly. I was like, okay, so in like, on my lower passaggio, right in that, you know, from like A to B, C even, my vibrato wasn't coming out clearly. And I was like, I'm okay with that. I'm not gonna spend 30 minutes trying to iron out those kinks. So instead, I compensated with the tone quality. With my intention of getting a brighter sound, here are the warm-ups that I did. So a good rule of thumb when you're warming up, if you're doing it for something specific, like I was today, just this one song, not my entire voice, entire range, I warmed up one note lower than the lowest note in the song. And then I went chromatically up. I did go higher than I needed to, but another rule of thumb is one note higher than what you have to sing in the song. That way, before you've even sung, you've sung every single note you might possibly have to sing. If you're a professional singer and you warm up daily for different gigs, different types of singing, different genres and stuff, what I would recommend is going from your very lowest note to your very highest note, again, chromatically, so that you've already sung every note you need to sing for the day, for the week, whatever it is. When you're doing that every day, it really keeps the voice in shape. Maybe everyone knows that. I didn't know that. And it's just like the mental trick of like, I've sung every note I need to sing today. There's no surprises like, oh, is this note gonna come out? Like, I know exactly how it's gonna feel, exactly how it's going to sound, because I've already did it in my warm up. I would go, nay, 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 nay. Again, because I'm trying to get a brighter, more buzzy sound in here. I wanted it to resonate here as opposed to other places. So, nay, 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 nay. Nay, 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 nay. Okay, already you can tell my voice is kind of heavy. In addition to the nay, 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 nays that I did, I went, yeah, so it's here, I'll put it on the screen. This is the word I'm saying. And as you go up, the range of what you're singing also affects how you're going to feel with it. Nay, 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 nay. That's a full octave, whereas nay, 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 it's just 5 notes. And as I get to my problem areas, my lower passaggio, and even a little bit below that, once I get above the passaggio and I'm in my head voice, I feel fine. But everything below that, which is the majority of the song, that needed a little bit of work. So alternating with my nay, 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 nays, and then also nya, 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 and keeping it up here because it wants to lay flat, just because I haven't engaged those muscles in a week. And that was basically the entirety of my warm-up. I did do one more just because I love to do it. It's a very classical warm-up and I don't need it for this song, but it just feels good, so I did it. And I took that up quite a bit. What this does is it connects the voice from top to bottom, and it also helps me feel more free, more connected to it. So that's why I did that one. And that was basically my warm-up. It was just those 3 or 4 things. Then I dove into the song and I decided, okay, what do I need to modify? What do I need to pay attention to? As I'm singing it, what approach do I need to take to make it successful? I'm not quite sure how to word this. I think a lot of times singers are regarded as like, it's a talent. You either have it or you don't. And when you sing and you sound good, it's just kind of what I used to think as a singer when sometimes something was successful and sometimes it was not. I was like, oh, I got lucky. However, as a professional now, it's not luck. It is like you engage your brain. What a concept. You sing smart is what I call it with my students. Like, you have to know what's going on here to use this here to make this work properly. So let me explain some of what I mean. Could have come like a mighty storm. Already you can hear I'm trying to engage that bright sound. Without it, this is what that would be. Could have come like a mighty storm. It's just a different color. With all the strength of a hurricane. And I do that little flip there, cane. I've explained this in past uncovers as well. But I'll mention here, it's actually interesting because I didn't warm up my entire voice and connect my ranges, iron out the passaggio, things like that. If you don't know what passaggio is, it's basically the passage. Typically, the female voice has 2 passages to get through. We have a lower one and a higher one. It's like where the break in your voice is basically. So when I say passaggio, that's what I'm referring to. But anyway, since I didn't spend time on that today, doing the flip, the break as a stylistic choice worked a lot easier. Now, this line here, you could come like a forest fire. On the word fire, I wanted to be very careful with it because when I sung this song in the past on a healthy, normal voice, I'm going to attempt it. This is what I would normally do. You could come like a forest fire. And so I would vibrate it. I would make the vowel kind of spread because that's just how I want to interpret it. I don't need to explain myself. You never have to explain yourself with a choice you need to make. However, today, knowing how my voice feels, you could have come like a forest fire. I did a straight tone. I had a little bit of like, I had to keep it in the sleeve. I couldn't go fire. Ugh, you can hear my hot chocolate in my voice. Dairy is so bad for singing. Yeah, I kept it in the sleeve and I kept it kind of fire. So I'm like fire. It was more up than down. And then this line, quiet, soft, and slow. On the word soft, let's talk about that. Every voice teacher I've ever had would be like, homegirl, don't under-support that. To which I say, I want that sound there. And everyone's voice is different. I'm just speaking to my own right now. It's a large instrument in here, and if I want to choose to make one note small and soft, like the word is saying, then I'm gonna do that. So if I was going to support it properly, it would sound like this, just so you can hear the difference. Quiet, soft, and slow. I don't like that. Maybe you do. And if you do, awesome. You sing it like that. I'm not going to. And I'm sorry to all my teachers. I'm not doing that. I mean, the bridge kind of picks up a little bit. And I really leaned into my chest voice. I didn't mix too much. I would normally make different choices. But again, after not using my voice for a week, this is what we got. I would go, so bridge. Ooh, no, your voice wasn't in. That's another one I kept in the sleeve. Voice instead of voice, voice. And it's in my chest voice. If I was singing this on a normal occasion, I would definitely mix that with a head dominance. But not today. Who knows your voice wasn't in a bushman in no your voice, whatever the chords are. That's what it would sound like with a little bit more mix. That time I just did it, it sounded totally fine. But the switch of engaging oh wow, I would fail vocal pedagogy right now because I don't remember the the name of the muscle that engages when you have head dominance. But whatever that muscle is, a quick overview of how it works. I've explained you have your vocal folds, you have your chest voice muscles, and then your head voice muscles. One pulls and one pushes. I'll have to do a video on this when I actually remember this stuff and I research it to fact check myself. This is off the top of my head, so I could be wrong, and if I am, correct me in the comments. But yeah, so I'm looking through the rest of this, and I mean, it's all the same stuff. It's all the same stuff. If you have specific questions, I'd be happy to answer, but yeah, I think that's all I got for you today. I hope that this has been helpful. I hope that you're enjoying snow wherever you are. Oh my goodness, look at it! I don't know if my camera's picking it up, but it is flurrying. Like, the snow is going everywhere. That's my favorite thing about snow, because rain doesn't do that. It like, I don't know, it's just heavy. So it's either like falling straight to the ground or it's like going sideways if there's lots of wind. But with snow, it like, I don't know, it just follows its own path. It's amazing. Anyway, most of y'all probably know how snow works. I probably sound like a child. But yeah, this is my second year living in snow, and so I'm like a 2-year-old. So anyway, I'm going to head outside and play in the snow some more. I hope that you're having a beautiful day, a beautiful year, a beautiful life, and I will see you in the next video.